First of all, I'm super excited, truly. Not only Spurs, and really my BPM is very heavy. The reason is, truly, I have so many great friends here, and I have so many great memories last 3 years in the Web3 space. And thank you, A16Z, for hosting me and my partner and studio partner, also life partner, and who start truly mining very early days of Ethereum that the Web3 journey started. So I want to tonight show also my giants. So I'm not alone here. We are 20 people, can speak 15 languages and 10 countries in a small studio in Los Angeles. Happy to host you in LA. If you're in LA, we are just creating art with lots of computers and lots of robotic things. Tonight, the reason I'm just also excited is, in this room, there are many people who help us to build many inspiring artworks, and I want to try to bring the good memories from the last 3 years, and I want to just represent what happened from the perspective of artists, and how actually Web3 transform many institutions and create major impact, quantifiable major impact. So I'm a media artist, and I've been practicing with computers since I was 8 years old. I think a classical nerd start life, but I started playing games so much. But I was truly dreaming about one idea, that I do believe that data is not just numbers. I believe data is a form of memory, and this memory can take any shape and form. And last, I guess, 15 years, 2008, when I coined the term data painting, I knew that one day machines can become a friend and eventually become co-creators of imagination. So last 15 years truly pushed this concept of how to embed media arts into architecture, how to bring AI and creativity and technology into public spaces. So I do believe that art is not only for galleries or museums. I think art is for anyone, everyone, any age and any background. And one of the reasons I love Web3 space and truly crypto space is a form of public art. And I want to show you some examples in the last couple of minutes. And I also believe that art is much inspiring when it's not only just in a gallery or a museum. It's much inspiring when in a hospital, in a school, or in an airport. And we have a piece in an airport, 5 people missed their flights. And truly, it is where the life happens. And I do believe this public art is a meaning of life that is no beginning, no ending, no door, no ceiling, no floor. And I do believe that light can also become a substance. And I do believe that future is beyond just concrete, glass, and steel. And I do believe that when the physical and virtual connects, the profound experience in life can be so different. So last 9 years, in this short video clips, we have been creating these works in completely unexpected places. And it really creates this beautiful community around the work. But today, I think what truly connects me with incredible crypto space and Web3 space is my residency, which started in 2016 at Google. I was the first artist in resident, 2016 February. And I know it sounds 7 years short, but for AI space, 70 years. And what was really inspiring to me in this residency is not only learning how to use machine learning algorithms, but also scale in the cloud. And I'm really happy to say that this work that you see 7 years ago was the very first AI installation, transforming 1.7 million documents in real time. But what was really exciting is this idea of transforming data into more meaningful purposes. And I think this transformed into a project called the Machine Hallucinations. For artists, anything real is not too much inspiring, but when the things becomes dream and hallucinations and fantasies, that's, I think, where the fun starts. So this idea is if a machine can learn, can a dream started almost 7 years ago. And one of the reasons I think artists like myself, who cannot maybe draw a properly, but who knows how to compute voxel pixels and geometric spaces, that was a perfect space to be. The ideas that are not existing in the physical world, but can go to the blockchain and create a new ecosystems and profound changes. And also, I'm not coming from a classical background, so I don't have an artistic school experience. I do not even have a gallery representation, completely independent. And Web3 space profoundly accepted these concepts. And as many of you know, building incredible platforms, you change people like myself, many people's life. And that was, I think, very exciting that the Web3 space last 3 years transformed it. I also have great partnerships as a studio, we work with, incredible people like, Jensen Huang, who allowed us to use excitement in the GPU space and so on. And we work very closely. We just don't partner, but really look at this idea of machine intelligence as a collaborator. And over the years, what was really transforming, the idea of getting out of screen. And we love web experiences, we love games, yes, but the idea IRL is truly so inspiring. When we step in this universe, what you see here is a 18-channel projection Again, 5 years ago, 500,000 people, I mean, in a gathering this Chelsea's market in like in a boiler room was really unexpected. But the idea was stepping inside the artwork instead of just staying in the virtual space. And I found so many connections like this. Also, we work very close with NASA JPL, and I'm, like many of us, I'm in love with space and the unknown of like where we can go or what happens in the universe. That's also like was a fantastic start for us for the Web3 space. 2020, I clearly remember talking with also some friends here. I was not sure exactly what's going on in the Web3 space, but I was very sure that there are ideas cannot fit in the physical world. So our first, we did many collaborations and we did many collections, and each of them tried to explore the idea of unknown and try to work with AI algorithms and transform them into new collections. But what it makes is an incredible amount of communities, like many artists in Discord and beyond. Like we have now 15,000 humble place where people truly connect from their heart, from their life. And then we try to bring the innovation to the Web3 space. Like what you are seeing here is entire NASA JPL archives of ISS, MRO, and Hubble telescope datasets, and transforming into collections and experiences, both in physical and virtual worlds. So that was a really entry level for the museum space. But what was, I think, to be honest, more inspiring is what happens if digital collectibles, NFTs, becomes not only a token, but an experience in life. For example, our collection at Sotheby's, back in time, as you remember, Chris at Sotheby's all pay attention to the space. Normally, these institutions not necessarily connect with artists, but Web3 and crypto space allow them to get attention to the creators. So what you see is, to me, is not NFT or a token, it's an immersive room attached to a token. I believe it was one of the first immersive environments transformed into an NFT collection. In Hong Kong, I believe, this show, very humble, small space, received more than 100,000 people in just 2 weeks. I mean, what is amazing is tokens can activate spaces truly and profoundly connect with new people. And it was where I think the innovation clearly connects and make more impact. The other project is, of course, we truly as a studio believe not only getting, but also giving back to the community is so important. And we also made this incredible collaboration with SpaceX friends, and this was an inspiration for an NFT collection profoundly to support St. Jude Children's Hospital. And for this purpose, we create this collection by using 3 astronauts' data in the space for 3 nights, 72 hours, and transform their memories into NFT collection. And what it did was we raised $2.5 million, which was enough to run the entire hospital for 1 day. And I truly believe that. Thank you. So I truly believe that community can come together and create incredible impact. Another project, I truly believe that memories are not only just a bunch of numbers or data sets, and I think encrypting our memories is one of the most inspiring topics. And last 5 years, working with Adam Gesley from UCSF, we are quantifying emotions and memories. And last summer, the piece you see is called Sense of Healing. It is using 5 young minds from Lausanne hospitals' brain activities. And the good news is, in this data sculpture, we visualize 5 children's brain activities positively healing and transform it into an NFT. And it was auctioned for €1.7 million at UNICEF. And it was a gift to UNICEF. It's the largest donation ever done to UNICEF in the form of token. And the other thing that truly inspired us is the idea of preserving nature with AI. So this is, I know, a very funny topic when it comes to the world that we sometimes, I think, believe that we are so smart than nature, but I do believe that nature is the most intelligent thing we have, and I think we have to preserve and protect it. And over the years, we love to think about how we can go beyond just tokens or digital experiences. So what you see here is a 75 million flowers, and AI learned from this amazing archive from the open source archives. The question was, we could able to create these AI dreaming flowers in the form of a generative token. We could also hear the sound of nature through generative AI, but the question was, can we smell this token? So I'm happy to say we were able to create a pretty legit AI research with 500 million scent molecules, and we were able to create an immersive environment, another token maybe, but a physical environment. When you open the door, you can see this AI dreaming the colors, the forms, the music, and the smell. So I do believe that there's an incredible platforms that we can achieve when the imagination physical world can activate it. And the other topic was, maybe you remember in the Art Basel Miami, we were able to create this artwork in the Faena Beach during the Art Basel. It received a very positive review by the way, from the Washington Post, which was generally had some negative tones in the NFT space. I'm happy to say that we were able to get a profoundly positive impact, and it was one of the most visited public art in the heart of Miami. And of course, this led to something more inspiring, and this year we were at World Economic Forum. So we were able to generate another NFT project, but also using an AI research. So what you see is 135 million fine-tuned, or I think in this case, a custom AI model that can create almost realistic corals. But what was inspiring to me, not only shiny pixels, we collaborate with the incredible UN team, and these will be 3D printed and put underwater. Maybe the very first token underwater that will be able to create almost what we lost in ecosystem. The good news, even the most advanced environments, we can take over the entire press. It was so funny. It was suddenly like all the heavy talks, policies, and problems. There was this moment of hope and inspiration and joy. And I'm happy to say that you will hear more in this year, maybe more positive Web3 activations. And the other project that I really profoundly enjoyed being together is this project called Living Architecture Casa Batlló. This is a building designed by Gaudí in the city of Barcelona. It's a piece of marvel that is inspired 100 years ago by nature. So what you are seeing here is a generative token, I'm calling it. By using 1.2 billion data from the LiDAR scanning of the building, we real-time also collect data from the building itself by weather data. On the left side, humidity, in the middle, rain, and on the right side, the weather wind patterns are transforming this token all the time. But to me, what was inspiring is not just virtual experience. We took this idea and bring it to the physical world in Barcelona. Maybe we can watch this short clip. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think it may be one of the largest audience, 65,000 people together to come to hug the building and activate the token of the building. It was a really powerful moment. And of course, as Carl Sagan mentioned, I think we can go beyond that. I think in the Web3 space, we have much more to room. And I'm happy to show you an artwork that is right now running in Sphere in the Vegas. One of the most inspiring building, I do believe, one of the most powerful architectural engineering marvel. The building is 520 feet, and what you are watching is more than 90 million individual pixels programmed to create a new kind of a form of artwork. So what we are watching is a Winds of Las Vegas, which was a real-time data visualizations of the wind patterns of the Vegas. And I hope that we can guess what may be next on this canvas. So I do hope to activate more buildings around the world. And maybe the last important project I hope that will bring more hope and inspiration for all of us is a project that in collaboration with MoMA in New York. There is this so funny joke that I heard that in the gallery world, they do this for artists. If you're a dead artist, the best option is Louvre Museum. if you're a live artist, the best option is MoMA. So I'm happy to say I am alive and a tokenized artwork at MoMA. So the project started 3 years ago in the pandemic, when the world was collapsed, but the Web3 was activated, and the museum inspired by the moment. Chief creators Paolo Antonelli and Michel Coe and my mentor Casey Rias invited to imagine what will happen if we activate the entire archive of MoMA. And by collaborating with the museum, we were able to create an NFT collection and transform our incredible blockchain community. But what was more inspiring, on top of it, the museum brought the artwork to the physical world. And this time, we were able to start to install a living artwork. Living because you see maybe in the ceiling, we have a microphone, a camera, and a live weather data that is real-time transforming the artwork itself. So technically, it will be the very first generative AI piece getting real-time data from the public and the weather itself and transforming into 3 independent artworks. And I go also, thanks to any of dear friends, we have been running a DJ station in real time, 2 of them. One was computing the first scene, the other was computing the next scene. So we were kind of the AI opera. It was switching between 2 systems to be able to prepare the next one. And I'm happy to say that the artwork profoundly changed the concept of, I think, digital art. While it was in the first piece in the collection, generative AI piece, but most importantly, it's the first tokenized artwork in the MoMA collection. And most importantly, also for the MoMA site, they were able to host more than 3 million people in 1 year. The activation, 58% more than last year. So there's a massive, profound, quantifiable impact as well. We also recorded the brain activities of 32 people, and we are right now quantifying the impact of the token on the mind. And I'm happy to say in the early next year, we'll be sharing much profound scientific impact of the work. So simply, there's an incredible amount of impact of crypto space and Web3 space, but I still believe that IRL is an incredible place. And for that reason, I hope to host you next year in Los Angeles for our next project, but it's a little bit early, but I'm happy to share more and bring the Web3 space together and create much more physical activations and make more impact. But one more project to share, I think. We are right now believing that all LLM research and AI research is something missing, and we believe that open source is so important. As a studio, right now we are creating an open source AI research called Large Nature Model, and our hope is to create the best of the best to give back to the humanity. But what is important is we don't just download data online, of course, we are physically going places. And our last NFT project, which I do believe this year, one of the most inspiring one, is a collaboration with these incredible people called Yamanava. And I want to give this because Yamanava people inspired the movie, also Avatar, but we barely know them. There are only 1,000 people living in Amazonia, Acre, in Brazil, in a rainforest. There are only 1,000 people, they can live 120 years. But what I learned from them is incredible, profound concept of life. Like, there is nothing, there is no internet, there is no blockchain. As a society that we are witnessing the birth of internet, Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, quantum AI, computation, and AI, this was a whole different thinking when you collaborate with beautiful people that have no access to what we have. We decided with Efsun to first empower them, at least equally be supportive. In collaboration with very dear friends of Yamanava, and we decided to fundraise for their beautiful village. And their dream was super simple. They want a museum, a school, and a village. Of course, we took this challenge to generative AI. These are beautiful drawings of young Yamanava artists, and we combined their beautiful art with generative AI with our work and create a 1,000 collection. And we were able to raise $3.2 million for their village. And next year, around this time, they will be able to host all of us, hopefully. So what I want to say is, crypto space, Web3 is an incredible moment, but there's so much to do when we truly connect physical and virtual. And I do believe from my heart that there's so much to do, and you are building incredible things, and I'm so honored to be here tonight. And I want to close my talk with these beautiful words from a wisdom man from the forest. And he said, "It's new times we are living now. Time for forgiveness, time for love, time for spirituality. It's time for humanity to look back to the origins, to the earth, to our hearts, to learn, to love, and to respect one another, to make alliances, join forces. This is the moment." Thank you very much for listening, and great to be here with you tonight. Thank you.